Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a minute, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So today's video is going to be on nettle, also known as stinging nettle or nettles, okay? So I'm very excited to be doing this video because nettle is so abundant in my yard, and for my entire life I was calling it itchweed because that's what my grandpa called it, so that's just what I called it. But we called it that because every time we would touch it, it would make us itchy after. So if you want to know why it makes you itchy and also its other medicinal uses, just keep watching because I'm gonna touch on all of that. So one of the reasons I'm so excited to do this video today is because I have an example today so you guys can actually see what it looks like. So this is nettle. It is a weedy, herbaceous, thorny looking type of herb. And if you can see along the stem and even along the leaves, basically the entire thing except for like the root, I think, because it's not stinging me right now. So all of that has these needle-like projections called trichomes. If you've ever been on a trail and then just like brushed up against something that stung you, it most likely was this. They can be found on trails and forests, meadows, lots, any disturbed soil. They really like to grow in protein-packed soil, and basically just anywhere they'll fit is where they'll grow. It's also a native plant, native and introduced. There are different species. This could be the European, I don't know. But yeah, there are different types of nettle, to be clear. So aside from being a weedy, stabby plant, this actually has crazy amounts of minerals, vitamins. It's basically like nutrient packed, and it's a superfood, and I did not know that about this. So it's very interesting. This whole time I thought it was just a little weed that was just crazy invasive. Back to the structure of the plant. So I was talking about the trichomes, the needles, and basically if you touch it, it injects histamine, formic acid, and other chemicals into your skin. And that's what makes it sting and also itch after. It's so funny because when I was younger, I was, like I said, this is all over my yard, so I would run into it on accident or touch it, and then it would be so itchy that I would be desperate to get away from the itch, so I would like lick my hand or spit on my leg and just like rub it in and it would go away. So I know that's gross, but I thought that I had magic spit. Come to find out, probably like a few weeks ago, that saliva actually deactivates the stinging properties. So good to know. And it's just crazy that I just like had that intuition, like, ugh, my mind. Anyway, if you were wondering how you can eat this, because people do, that's how. You eat it and then it gets rid of the stinging sensation. Leaf. It tastes like spinach. So, harvesting. I read that this is usually harvested in early summer when it starts to fruit. You can see that there's little, it looks like seeds. Honestly, I've been harvesting it for the last 2 weeks and it just turned spring yesterday, so always make sure that it's actual nettle when you're harvesting because, oh, it's already wilting. There could be plants that look like it, or you might think that it's nettle. There's also stingless nettle, so it also doesn't always sting. Once you get familiar with this plant, it's pretty easy to identify, especially the ones that are covered in thorns and hurt to touch. When you're harvesting, always make sure to wear gloves. I grabbed this with my bare hand, but I grabbed it like by the roots down here. I still got stung a little bit. Anyway, okay, let me get back to the nutritional value because let me tell you, it is dense, all right? I read that nettle contains 42% of the recommended dietary allowance of vitamin C. So that's crazy. That's like as much as an orange. It also contains vitamin A, iron, manganese, magnesium, phosphorus, sodium, zinc, protein. It's loaded. I'm sure it's got more stuff too, but I didn't want to just go on and on and on. Because of the super high mineral content, it's great for growing hair, nails, teeth, what else? Bones. And all these minerals can also help to reduce kidney disease and osteoporosis because the minerals, you know, bone health. Based on this data, nettle is one of the richest sources of minerals among foods. Now, there's a lot of food out there, but that contain all these minerals and nutrients. I'm not done either. I still got another page that I'm gonna share with y'all. Being that it's springtime right now, there's lots of things flying around, pollen, hay, dust, whatever, okay? Nettle has been long favored in folk medicine for its role in counteracting seasonal allergies and other respiratory conditions. And it's also a favorite for things like hay fever and allergies and things like that. Nettle may also be an effective treatment for prostate conditions, depending on the condition, I believe. So it can help with benign prostatic hyperplasia, which is basically swelling of the prostate for the men, okay? Because as you get older, your prostate enlarges. So and that can cause hyperuria or dysuria, basically frequent urination and uncomfortable urination. So might want to look into that, fellas. I didn't read exactly how it helps, but it probably has something to do with calming down the swelling. And I believe this herb does have anti-inflammatory properties, so that would probably make sense. For my ladies, this herb is your best friend, okay? You definitely gotta use it for that menstruation, if you're nursing, for your pregnancy, because it has those healthy minerals I mentioned, like iron, magnesium, and calcium. It's packed, okay? It's also a galactagogue, which means that it can increase your milk production, so definitely look into that, especially if you're pregnant. I'm not a doctor, but yeah, there's lots and lots of videos and books and information all about nettle. So if you would like to learn more about it, definitely check it out. Do some research. This is just me trying to get people more involved, get people who don't know really about herbs to think about them a little more, because my whole life, like I said, I thought it was just invasive, annoying, itchy weed, and I had no idea up until now. Like, I've spent 22 years on this earth, and just now I'm learning this plant that's been growing in my yard is medicinal and can help me with so many things. Like, I could have probably had a lot easier periods if I would have been taking that tea. I've been using nettle for a couple weeks now. At first I started using it just by eating the fresh leaves, picking them off the plant and just eating them just like that. But last week I picked some nettle from my yard and I dried it, and then today I made some nettle tea and I liked it. So I think that's probably my new favorite way to consume it. If you would like to do that as well, it's really easy. All you need to do is get some nettle, steep it in some water, some hot water, and drink it up. The longer that you leave it steeping for, the better it is, and the more medicine it will extract from the plant. You don't have to wait for it to dry like I did. You could probably do it fresh and it might actually be better for you. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I have for y'all today. Let me know if you liked this video. I really enjoyed this. Like I said, nettle is so abundant for me, so this was great to learn. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you go and try some nettle today. And yeah, let me know if you want more videos like this, less on like smoking, because honestly I'm not even smoking right now, so I guess that worked, like trying to wean off of smoking weed with like smoking herbs. So yeah, here we are. It's been like over a month. It's been like almost, I think, like 50 days since I smoked cannabis, and I'm feeling good. So yeah. But anyway, I might do some more smokable herbs videos, but for now I'm really enjoying just sharing all the information I have with y'all. So thanks for watching.